What's happening, people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Did you guys see gold move last night? What? Yo, actually saw it gap up and I thought, alright, it's gonna come back and, you know, close the gap. And it just hasn't looked back for the whole day, which is crazy. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Benny? What's up, Stefan? Is it Stephen or Stefan? I believe it's Stefan. How you doing though anyway, either way? What's good, guys? What's good? So I have a target of 4,500. I had a target of 4,500 last night at the beginning of Asian session, but I mean, if price breaks into the 4,500s, if we finally break above this resistance here at 44.93, then I think we push up into the 4,500s quite comfortably. I mean, we've spent what, 2 days in the 4,400s. It's crazy. Hey Shade, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So I was going to, obviously, you know, we're doing the 2026 building a trading playbook series. I was going to do the strategies and backtesting today, but I remembered we have USD news today. So I'll do the strategies maybe on Friday. Because I don't think we have any news on Friday. Although it's a bank holiday for the pound, I'm just going to check. I'll probably do it on Friday. So on that day, I'll go over the strategies that I use, and also we'll do some back testing live on stream. We'll do some live back testing. So yeah, we'll do some back testing for probably, I'm not sure what month yet, but yeah, we'll do some back testing. We'll do like a couple weeks, definitely on gold and NAS. Maybe not doubt GJ. I think I'm only going to train pound yen when there's high impact news. Other than that, GJ is just super rangy. But for now, what I want to see for gold, I want to see gold, yeah, close above this resistance here. Close above this resistance. Let me put the live chat up. Rosie, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everyone's morning been? How's everyone's morning been? Like, I didn't anticipate Asian session move this much. It's like twice in a row now we've just been super bullish. 430 pips. Alright, so this news, is it quarterly? So it's going to be a couple months ago. I just want to see how this news impacted, I guess we'll check gold and NAS. So August 28th. Good numbers, 130. Very good numbers. Alright, let's see how it played out in the markets. August 28th. 130. Right here, so good numbers. It was bearish for gold. What are they expecting today? 3.3. So if the numbers come out good, we can anticipate a bit of a drop on gold. I mean, this wasn't a crazy drop. Price was bullish. We dropped back for the news, 100 pips, and then continued bullish for the rest of the session. Right now, we are ranging. Wow, look how far back we were in August. Jeez. My goodness. All right, let's see what NAS did as well. NAS just looks like it's playing this Asian range. Oh. So we retested, well, the resistance at the highs, but we haven't quite retested the lows. All right, so let's see, August 28th. Didn't really do much. Bit of a push up, but we still had that crazy market open candle. What watermark am I using? I don't know. Don't even notice it anymore. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's my name at the bottom of the screen. I had a group where I used to send a lot of charts. Or post a lot of charts, so you know, sometimes stamp your name at the bottom, people know whose it is. Benny, you caught the buys back up on gold today. Oh, this is nice. Had a nice little pullback from the highs and then a push back up. Good job, good job. It's a nice range that it created here. 180 pips. Really nice. Very nice. Now we're creating higher lows. So if we can make a new high, I think we could continue up. Might have to wait till post news at this point. Yeehaw, hello. Good morning. Good morning. DJ still got a bit of action. This Asian session is getting all of the moves. End of the year. It's all Asian session. But look, London was just ranging. Might be an hour or so until it breaks resistance and it's going to be super bullish. Well, if the news comes out, good news, then we might get a bit of a pullback on gold anyway. And then, yes, I anticipate we get a push after the new 4-hour candle opens. So yesterday really didn't come back down, did it? Yesterday really didn't come back down. We had a resistance here. Closed right on the range. This candle here. Once this candle closed, it wasn't looking good to keep pushing. It definitely wasn't looking good. But like I said, don't try and catch the falling knife. Is it fallen knife? Or call the top. Don't try and call the top with gold. Don't try and call the top with gold. Gold is going to move until it's going to push until it's ready to stop. And like I said, the fundamentals that were making gold move, there's been nothing opposing that information. So I don't feel like there was anything really driving it down. Like, it was all the geopolitical war stuff. We had no more information about it to say that, you know, things are cooling off or anything. We had no news. There was just no catalyst to help the pullback. At least if we'd hit maybe like a key level, but there was nowhere really like profit taking areas, specific profit taking areas. Clearly, because we still haven't really pulled back, have we? What are you thinking for NAS? For NAS, to be honest, I want to see if this... It just seems to be ranging. It just seems to be ranging. Like, if I look at the daily time frame... So the daily time frames don't have any bottom wicks, which shows a lot of bullish pressure pushing up. But today's daily candle's been very weak. Very, very, very weak. Whereas this time yesterday... we were already making moves up. But the fact that we haven't really made much of a bottom wick, I do think NAS, you know, flips bullish back on a daily and then continues up back to the top of this range. So I'm bullish on NAS at the moment. I mean, if you look at the chart, NAS is still very bullish. It's creating that bullish structure. So yeah, I think we at some point flip bullish and continue up. Look, 4 hours have just been ranging. So yeah, if we don't drive down, I think we just continue to either push up or just play this range here. I mean, look at this range. You know, look, we respected this resistance, we pushed down, we didn't quite tap it, but we've created this quite a strong support. So I think we come back up to the resistance, break it, and then keep pushing. And look, 4 hour candle. 4 hour candles dropped down, hasn't broken the low, but then it hasn't broken the high. So depending on how this news comes out, we'll see how this 4 hour candle closes. But if the news is bullish for the NAS like it was last time, if we get good numbers, I think we get a slight push on NAS and then we eventually continue up. You know, look, we've tapped into this 4 hour support here a couple times. We haven't really broken below, haven't really closed below, so quite bullish on NAS for now. See if we get some buys into the end of the year. Look at gold. So even though gold is hovering up here, these higher lows look good to continue up. It does look good, like it wants to continue up. No problem, no problem, no problem. What's your thoughts on NAS? I like listening to different people's perspectives. No, that's my thoughts. It's just an idea, but it's a lot of, if it does this, then I anticipate it do that. So it's not, obviously it's not solid, but I look at how the candles are behaving. And the 4 hour candles are, you know, respecting the previous. You felt a drop will come at news. It could do. It could do. So I don't know how long you've been in here. So I looked at NAS. The last time we had this prelim GDP, which was, where was it? So 28th of August. And it was this candle here. This candle here. So as you can see, the news was bullish for NAS. Pushed up 50 pips. It doesn't seem like it was super high impact, to be fair. And it was, you know, months ago. And that was based on good numbers. That was based on good numbers. But anything can happen. If the numbers come out bad, we get a drop. If it comes out good, we might get a push. So I don't know. I don't know yet. Until it comes out. So we don't know how the numbers are going to come out. We have a forecast, but we don't have, you know, exact numbers. All right, now we are at the lows right before the news for now. Yeah, GJ. Nah, not interested in pound yen today at all. Already, gold and silver ain't even waiting. Already missed my move, man. Gold looks like it's ready to push. Gold looks like it's ready to push. Looks re-breaking this 4-hour high. Created a support, respecting the support. Yeah, gold looks like it's gonna push. It looks like it. You think gold is gonna soar? Yeah. I have a target for 45. I had a target for 4,500 during Asian session, but the fact that we're already here, I reckon we'll push to maybe 45.20, 45.30 by the end of today. But then look, we have this massive daily gap as well, which I don't like. And we need to fill these gaps. These gaps are going to get filled. I normally don't trade news, but I'm trying to catch this one since it seems predictable what will happen. The thing is, with most news, you can say, if the numbers come out good, this will happen. If the numbers come out bad, that will happen. But the reaction sometimes can be so quick that by the time you see the numbers, the market's already moving. So gold, how much did gold move? I don't think gold moved that much last time when we checked. Did it? Oh, it was 100 pips. It was a 100 pip drop, gold. But then bear in mind, this is over 30 minutes. This candle right here. Last time this news came out. And look at that, 3 months ago, it was in the 3,000s. My goodness, it's like taking forever to scroll. But normally for news, what I do is I wait for at least the 15-minute candle. See what the first 15-minute candle does after news. And then if we get a good strong push, I try jumping on the second 15-minute candle. And see what happens. But it looks like we're getting a bit of bit of direction before this news. Look, gold is pushing up, NAS is coming down. Maybe that's an indication of what we're gonna get. Look, gold is about to make a new high. Wow. New high right before the news drops. $4,500 coming. Let's see if NAS can actually break this support and keep pushing down as well. I mean, it held at this 1 hour support and then it pushed back up. But I mean, looking at the 1 hour time frame, yeah, it needed to break out of this range. Ooh, okay, golds. So we retested these Asian highs and then dropped right back below resistance. Asian range isn't that big today, not compared to yesterday. Yesterday seemed like a massive Asian range, and we stayed above it. We broke the highs and then we just didn't come back down. Today we're struggling to break out. How long we got? 9 minutes? 8 minutes? Waiting for news? Yeah, definitely. So if we get a good push, like the 15-minute push is up, we break this high, and we close above this resistance and Asian highs, then I'll look to get in on the next 15-minute candle. Snatch some pips. Alternatively, if we sell, I want to see price retest like one of these supports. We only had a 100 pip move last time, so I mean this range is what, 180 pips, so I don't know if we sell and break out of this range. Wow, what a rejection. Right from these Asian highs. Little 100 pips. Did NAS break that low? It did. It broke the high and the low. Broke that 1 hour low. I think we might get some quick gold sales here. I think we might get some quick gold sales. Just like a little quick pullback and then potentially maybe continue bullish later on this afternoon. But yeah, I reckon Friday, if Christmas isn't too heavy, which I don't know, either Friday or Monday, we'll do the, I'm aiming for Friday, we'll do the strategies and back testing on stream. For gold and NAS, we'll do gold and NAS. I'm never a fan of this range before news. Echo, what's going on? Any trades today? I haven't taken any trades today. I was thinking about taking these NAS buys here. Created a nice support continuation pattern, but I missed the entry. I was looking at, I saw this candle here as it closed bearish, and then I started looking at gold. I saw gold, and then by the time I came back to it, it just sort of pushed without me. But that would have been my trade today. Back to this resistance. Pretty nice range to the left. Probably break even here at this resistance, and then yeah. But it didn't, as it pushed up, it didn't come back down to my entry, and I didn't want to jump in the middle of the candle. You know, once it's gone, it's gone. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. Okay, now it's pushing back up. Gold is kind of chilling. All right, let's see what news is gonna bring. A minute left. Should I split the screens? You can watch NAS and gold at the same time. Where's this? In fact, no, I'm not gonna do that. I am curious to see if gold flips bearish on this 4-hour candle. See what Goldie does. I mean, that would be 100 pip drop if we get some good news, good numbers. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, we got very good numbers, very good numbers. So good numbers was bearish for gold last time, and it was bullish for NAS. So we got some good numbers. Let's see how price reacts now. Gold's not really moving much. Might be waiting for market open. Sometimes that happens. Get a very late move. What's NAS doing? NAS, okay, nothing yet. Nothing much yet. Bearish though. Okay, gold's finally dropping. Finally breaking that previous low. So before, candles were trending bullish. Alright, so if we are expecting gold to follow the pattern that it did last time, we got some sells and then price continued bullish for the rest of the afternoon. But the initial reaction to the news was bearish based on the good numbers. Okay, maybe that was the reaction there. Oh, GJ. GJ had some buys. Okay. Go GJ. Finally breaking out of this range. Not very high impact today, but you still want to be trading on either side of news. Either way. It's like, no, we do. Yeah. For me, this will be the last full trading day of the week. Because tomorrow market's going to close early. And then Friday, my usual London session. We have a UK bank holiday, so that's not going to be tradable. And plus, you know, who's really trying to be trading after Christmas? Yeah, nah. And there's no news. Go on, gold, give us that push. So I want to see the 15 close above at least. Preferably above 44.95. So come on, give a bit more of a push. Got 9 minutes. Oh, looks like NAS is dropping. Ooh. Finally breaking those lows. We have a pretty clean range down. Now we're breaking this support. Let's see how far NAS goes. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna keep going. Oh yeah, you were looking for NAS sells. Yeah, NAS is moving. So we've broken that 4-hour low. Yeah, NAS looks like it's pulling back. Look, creating a lower high here. News is coming. News is good for sell or buy on gold. This doesn't look like it's doing anything at the moment, to be honest. Well, last time it was bearish, so yeah, I would say bearish still. But the thing is, news might be reacting bearish to gold, but gold is still very bullish. So I'm still anticipating gold push up and break above this resistance. NAS looks like it's about to tank. We might actually come back and get this bottom wick for this daily candle from yesterday. But yeah, gold is not crazy volume on this for this news for gold. 80 pips so far, 80 pips. So 4 hours still bullish. I thought the drive down would flip this 4 hour bearish, at least. But I mean, if we close above this resistance, above this support, I still think we get another bullish candle, another bullish 4 hour candle on gold. Oof, NAS looks lovely. How long till news? News is gone. News was 9 minutes ago. News has already happened. Good numbers, very good numbers. It's just not really doing much for gold. In fact, it looks like it's doing the most for NAS. Look at NAS. It's looking real good for NAS right now. Real good. Very, very good numbers, man. Very good numbers. Very good numbers. NAS is the one, man. NAS was the one. How big was this move? Well, 60 pips, nearly 70 pips. Yo, what's good? Yeah, man. NAS has taken a nice little tumble. Nice little tumble. Oof. Look, this is where the daily candle opened with no bottom wick. I think it's coming back to create this bottom wick. You know, look, not far from it. Yeah, tech getting slapped around. I see. I'm not surprised. We had this, I mean, once we broke this 4-hour low, it was definitely looking good to drop. It was looking good to drop. And gold is chilling. Where's my... Use my phone. Nah, this was very, very low impact for gold. But I didn't expect it to do much. I expected it to sell and then we continue bullish after. Literally just following last time. But we had a much bigger sell last time. And then we just continue back up. Right now we're just playing around in this range. Every time I go back, price drops so much. So I mean, look, 4 hours still very bullish. We broke the highs. What's the probability of the next 4-hour candle making a bottom wick and then pushing up? I think it's very high if we close bullish. Right here. Red rum on all my charts. Is it? Ooh. That's never fun. That's never good. It's never good. Why do you think that is? Is it maybe like end of the year sell-off? End of the year, people like locking in positions. Is NAS going to go still down? I need to see how this candle closes, to be honest. I don't know, like if I'm looking at the daily time frame, I need to see it break the low down here, which it came close, and we still don't have a bottom wick. It didn't create a bottom wick, but I kind of anticipated it push down a bit more, like continue to push. But I don't know, man. I think NAS is just going to be ranging. I think it's going to be ranging. But I mean, on the lower time frames, we've got we're very strong 1 hour support. We've broken below, 1 hour resistance. We've pushed below the support. So if we can at least start breaking some supports, we do have a clean range down. But I need a bit more information. It's a bit more information. What's up, Ash? Could be that, but I'm checking for news related things. Benny, don't look as hard on the eyes, man. It's a bit more information for NAS. Right now I'm not sold on sells yet. I'm not sold on sells. Got a new 4 hour candle about to open. I mean, yeah, it's just, nah, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on it yet. Not yet. So gold, that first 15-minute candle didn't really do what I expected it to do. This price action doesn't look good, man. It don't look good. It does not look good. Look at this rejection right here. 33 pips. I'm still pulling back. But yeah, gold, I'm gonna have to wait. Looking at it, it's a slight pullback for tech. Okay, yeah, market open, that's when I really like to trade NAS after NYSE open, because that's when NAS goes crazy. Not GJ. Look at this, massive candles after market open every single day. That's what you gotta wait for. Look here. Look at the size of these candles. Every single market open. You can tell where the market open candles are, because the candles look the craziest. Do you know what I mean? I'm curious to see how 9:30 will play. I have speculation in mind. More info though, too early. Oh, that's heavy talk, man. Look, every day, every single day. That's why I like to trade on either side. Like, preferably afterwards. See how market open is and then trade after that candle, because you trade before that candle, that candle is slappable. It's a very dangerous candle, man. I was talking to someone yesterday about NAS and US 30 and S&P. Account blowing candles, listen. And I was like, they kind of move the same, but NAS kind of does its own thing majority of the time. Gold, once we break above, gold will still fly. That's what I'm looking for, a breakout. If it can finally close above this resistance, because we pushed up right before the news, tapped into this. We pushed up before news, tapped into Asian highs, and then dropped right back down right before the news. If we'd closed above, maybe I thought, you know, we could get into some buys, but yeah, it just dropped right back down. Dropped right back down. It's playing this range. Playing this range. Like I said, today's the last full trading day because a lot of people are closing early tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of early markets, early closing markets. So we might get some sells, might get a little afternoon sell-off. I think we push up, make a new high, push into the 4500s, and then we drop towards the end of the day. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, end of year closing positions, maybe. Even though we are open on Friday, I mean, who's working on Friday? Who's working the day after Christmas? Are people going back to work in the banks and institutions? I just don't see there being much volume on Boxing Day, on the 26th. But that's what kind of analysis that's a sentiment analysis. It's just based, it's not even based on technical or nothing. Very psychological. We also have 3 days next week. Yep. That's why I fully stopped trading. I wasn't really looking for trades yesterday, to be honest. Like, Friday was the last day that I was anticipating the markets really did anything, because we have these short weeks. They're not really full trading weeks. Ooh, gold. Look, that 4-hour candle's now flipped bearish. Now, I anticipated this was going to happen for news. I didn't expect it to happen towards the end of this candle. Ooh, back to Asian lows. Gold. Talk to me nicely. What are we doing? Gold and NAS like to sell at the same time. NAS is kind of just chilling. M5 in 2 minutes. M5 is 2 minutes in and over 100 pips. It's crazy, right? Crazy 5-minute candles. And I was saying there's no volume in this news. And then look what it does in the last 5 minutes. Well, last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes of this candle, right before the 4-hour candle closes. So retesting the support. Still hasn't broken a previous 4-hour low. Boom, boom. Alright, let's wait. Let's go wait. Closure below. I like the idea of it. I do like the idea of a closure below, because then I think the next 4-hour candle opens, and if we break this low, then we'll be breaking a 4-hour low and then continuing this pullback. I like the idea. I like the idea. Yeah, so if it closes below, I probably will be looking for sells. Although I'm still very bullish on gold. Still very bullish on gold. Still anticipating gold, a bit more gold buyers, but we got very close to 4,500. Very close. I thought we would push into the 4,500s and then maybe sell from there a bit later, but it looks like that might not be happening. I mean, if we get the sells, I'm just aiming for Asian lows at first. Just play the Asian range, because we tap the highs and then we push back into the range. 4,500, a psychological level, might be rejected for a bit. Yeah, I mean, I anticipated that with this. I thought with this push up here, we got very close. And it's the first time we came back to retest Asian highs, but the way it's rejected, the way it dropped back down below the resistance and back in a range, I don't know. I'm lean. I like the buys, but I'm leaning a bit more towards the sells. I need to see how this candle closes. So I'm thinking we may get a push up on the new 4-hour candle, and then, you know, maybe as it flips to make a bottom wick, we get a drive down. Something like that. But I'm really not too pressed to trade today, to be honest. I'm really not too pressed to trade today. I've kind of have it in my head that, you know, if I don't take any trades this week, it's all good. It's all good. Boom, boom. Do, 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 do. My gold is chilling at this support right here. Oh my god. Just don't range. Just don't range. But I don't know. If we close bearish on the 4-hour and we break this 4-hour low, we gotta get some sells. We gotta get a bit more of a pullback. Yesterday, we had no bearish 4-hour candles yesterday for the whole day. The whole day. Which is, and we also have this gap. And we need a bottom wick for the daily. So, kind of talking myself into some sells here, but I can see it. I can see it. I can see it happening. Will I catch it? I hope so. All right. 25 seconds and we are just closing in this range. 20 seconds, we're going to drop 40 pips. Nope. Not a nice close. 4 hour, the past 2 4-hour candles closing with very weak candle bodies, long wicks, but wicks to the upside, so kind of leaning towards some sells. Oh, is it already going to break this 4-hour low? Go on. It's going to break the 4-hour low and have a little drop, little push. Let's see what NAS did. Oh, NAS just closed below, of course. Yeah, NAS looks like it wants to sell, innit? Let's see if once this 4-hour breaks this low, we get a bit more of a drop. Interesting. 15 minutes didn't break previous lows. All right, golds. What you got for us, golds? Did it drive down and break that 4-hour low and not push? Man, if gold pushes up into the 4500s and closes up there, we would have literally been in the 4400s for 2 days, and that's it. Crazy. It's crazy that we're already this close to 4500. Asian session gets all the clean moves. Man, who you telling? Oh, there we go, Goldie. Breaking support, 4-hour low. We don't have much of a 4-hour top wick though. This is a very slow drop for gold, man. Very slow drop. Go on. We want to see one crazy candle. Go on. Just drive. Pop. How's it acting? You've broken the lows. Acting like it's struggling. But I do think there might be a trade opportunity if we come back up and flip bullish on the 4-hour. If the 4-hour flips bullish, I think we get a nice push up to make a decent top wick at least. Oh, damn. Damn. There you go, Goldie. Shit. Right back to Asian lows. Right back to Asian lows. Filled that range super quick. Right? Whoa, indeed. Shit. Woof. Yeah, man. Look, we had a clean range. Once it broke this 4-hour low, I was looking for that push, but I didn't expect it to just snap like that. I didn't expect it to snap. That was a snap. That was a snap. Mad, mad, mad. And then pull back up. Oof. Is gold really just trying to play this Asian range? Come on. Come on. I guess, I mean, it broke the low, broke that 4-hour low. No, I think, come on, I kind of want gold to come and make this daily bottom wick, or at least fill this gap. Because did yesterday, so yesterday didn't have the gap, but it barely had a bottom wick. Today we've got no bottom wick and a gap. So yeah, I think it comes down a bit more, honestly. I think we still got a bit further down to go for golds. It's just, you know, tested the Asian lows, pulled back up, but I think we, you know, get to the daily flip bearish. Yeah, man, we need that bottom wick and that gap filled. Who is blowing a whistle outside? What a candle though, man. What a candle. What a drive. Ooh, NAS. I think we might get the same thing for NAS, you know. Once it breaks this 4-hour low, we're going to get a drive down. Since we're already getting quite a few sells. Huge candles, huge on gold, up and down as well, crazy. I wish the setup was better. Yeah, no, it wasn't too hot, to be honest. NAS looks like it's about to break the low and drive as well. Follow gold's leads. There's a gap on my broker. Yep, I did speak about the gap. Looking for that gap to get filled. Definitely looking for that gap to get filled. Also, to create a bottom wick for the daily. If we can just break these Asian lows. H1 closed on a 23.6 fib. Is that for buys or sells? Is that for the buys or the sells? The way price rejects these Asian highs and lows is crazy on golds. Daily gap should get filled. Just need an entry. Oh man, I wish the 4 hour had a longer top wick. Like if the 4 hour candle had pushed up first and then, you know, flip bearish, I would have loved this drop to be the 4 hour making that bottom wick. I would have loved that. Alright, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back in 1 moment. One moment. Uno momento. Alright, let's see what gold does. Still got 15 minutes. One sec. Alright, Goldie, where we at? Slow push back down. I think just like gold needs to fill this gap and create a bottom wick, so does NAS. No bottom wick. Like, none. At least the day before we had a small bottom wick. Yesterday we had no bottom wick, so... In fact, let's do, I want to see the 4 hour when it finally, well, I'll see when it breaks the low, because there's this previous candle here. 4 hour making lower highs as well. Now it finally closed bearish. Ooh, little tech sell off. Market's bleeding. Wow, look at these 5-minute candles for real. Get this massive one and then this tiny little one in between. 150 pips. 150 pips, and then this one's 36. Alright, either the 4 hour's going to create a support here or we keep pulling back. So maybe it's just a top wick. A little top wick is creating for NAS. far as this gap? Full daily gap. Not bad, 40 pips away. Maybe that's it. We're just gonna get this 4-hour bottom wick. Nah, we gotta fill this gap, man. We gotta fill this gap on golds. Meanwhile, GJ's retracing the whole drop. Let's see what GJ's doing. Oh yeah, look at that. Damn, GJ. I had GJ written off today. I had GJ written off. I wouldn't have caught this for news anyway. I wouldn't have taken this after news. But nice. You know, push back up, closure above. All the way back to this previous support. Okay, maybe break and retest. Maybe. NAS back in the 400s. Alright, how long till we got to the NYSE Open? 7 minutes. Minute wick fill. Man, it's not been nice price action today. It really hasn't. Do you know what I mean? Selling halfway back into the Asian range, pulling back up, and then basically filling the range in 2 candles. Maybe a little retest before it comes down. Oh man, chill day today, chill day. I maybe should have done the back test. Nah, I wouldn't have done the back testing today. Not when there's news, not when there's news. But Friday's looking like that's the day. That's the day for it. I think Friday's gonna be perfect. Should be perfect. But apart from Benny, anyone taking any trades today? Anyone taking any trades? No trades for you? Probably not this week. Okay. A week off. Nice, nice, nice. I hear that. I hear that. Still like to watch, yes. Yeah, I like to still keep an eye on the charts, because why not, you know? Why not? Well, people always say don't trade in December. I hear it so much. I hear it so much. But if the market's moving, you know what I mean? If I saw a potential trade, I'd take it. I'm not expecting to. I wasn't expecting to trade this week, but if I see something, yeah, I'm definitely going to take it. Why not? Why not? It's not like the market's not open. Why not? So what do we reckon NAS is going to do today at market open? Do you reckon it's going to fly back up? Or is it going to sell like yesterday? I mean, we were pushed out, and then just through the whole range. More news in 32 minutes? What news? Oh, there's CB consumer confidence. Shit, I totally ignored that. I totally ignored that. If it ain't red folder, I'm like, eh. I just be ignoring news, boy. Like it don't exist. Oh, man. Let's see. Did it do anything last time? How long? Alright, I'll check after market opens. But I'll have a look back. I do like to check and see if something happened last time. Oh, what did NAS do? NAS sold back up into the range. Okay, NAS. Nasty NAS. Damn, this thing is gone. What's gold doing? Gold's selling. As gold likes to do. So right back to Asian lows. Jeez. Gold a little drop to open M30. I know, right? Right into the Asian lows again. Right into the Asian lows. And NAS came right back up to Asian highs. Damn, look at that push. So much for a sell-off. Right, well, that 4 hour didn't break that low. It was struggling. It was struggling. Wow, tapped Asian highs. Are we going to blast through this time? Or is it going to hold? I guess it didn't really test it last time. Anyway, back to Goldie. Yeah, Goldie should come back and fill that gap, man. Should fill that gap. Ooh, GJ. Still moving, GJ? What are we doing? Gold's going down, down. Jeez. So close to filling this gap now. There we go. Once we flip on the daily, we got our bottom wick. Damn. It didn't drop. Nah, the flip is gonna be crazy. The daily flip is gonna be crazy. I think we get a nice drive down. Let me see. Where is, I can't read that. Wish I woke up earlier. My entry was missed at 44.93. Ooh. Oh, Asian highs. Well, up here, that resistance. Yeah, that would have been a perfect entry up there. Real nice entry up there. Real nice. The way it tapped into there as well. The push up right before the 130 candle opened. Right before news. It pushed. It kind of gave a little pop over this resistance. Tapped the Asian highs and then just started to drop. And just started to drop. It was a proper rejection. You see your setup at that price. Yeah, man, it was nice. It was a nice little drop. Right at the tippy top. Okay, NAS. So NAS respected this. No, did it respect the low? Kind of respected this low. Broke this previous 4 hour high. I don't know if it's just playing this range here. So I mean, I don't really have a direction for NAS. Someone asked me earlier, but these 4-hour candles, I've seen NAS, you know, do the sideways thing before, and it's not pretty. I can't remember when it was, but yeah, I don't know, man. This NYSE open candle is always crazy. I know that much. I always know that much. NAS is gonna range. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we may be filling yesterday's Wick, top Wick, potentially. It's looking like it wants to push. And plus, look, just noticing that it broke these 4-hour highs. This could be a higher low to continue up. But yeah, I'll need a bit more info on NAS there. A bit more info. I'm not putting nothing past it. Anyway, I want to see gold fill this gap. That's what I want to see. I can't believe it's come back down to the daily flip and push back up. It's playing games. Oh. Yes, I'm gonna look at the daily because we know the 4 hours already coming down, but this daily should flip bearish and then just push. Doesn't mean the daily has to close bearish or whatever, but we need that bottom wick and this gap fill. Huge hourly movement. Massive. 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 I can't believe gold is chilling so much. Walked away for a bit. Did you say no trading? I said I'm not expecting to take any trades. I'm not really expecting to take any trades. If I see something that's super clean and it's set up nice, then I'll take it. But I'm not really, because it's short weeks and yeah. But after we had that war news and gold started making new highs, I thought, okay, there's gonna be some volume. There's gonna be some volume, and that's what kind of made me, you know, obviously pay attention properly. But I wasn't planning to. I was planning just to, you know, work through the playbook. But we've had some movement. We've had new highs. We've had, you know, we've had price push like crazy. We've got these candles with no bottom wicks. And then obviously next week we have, yeah, no news really. And then all the bank holidays, so yeah, we can just take it easy, you know? Yeah. I was gonna do the strategies and backtesting today, but then we had this news today. So yeah, most likely Friday. Still haven't pushed above these Asian highs. 25,507. I'll keep an eye on that price. Come on, gold. What are we doing here? What's the 4 hour doing? GJ break and retest. Come back down. Maybe continuation pattern. Push up. Damn, gold. Because gold moves so fast, I just expect everything to happen quickly sometimes. You know what I mean? But it'll be one 5-minute candle that just drives down. Go on, there we go, there we go. Jeez, look at these 5-minute candles. So they're trending bearish, breaking lows, respecting highs. So close to flipping. There we go. Give us that bottom wick now. This is painful, painfully slow. And then one blink is going to be like all the way down here. He'll just drive down like crazy. I really can't believe gold's not trying to move no more. Come on, you haven't filled the gap yet. I need a candle body just through this gap, and then for me it's filled. Preferably if it's a daily, that's great. If it's a daily, that's great. Oh, back at the Asian highs. Finally gonna break this time. Fly up. This is gonna be a huge 4-hour candle if it does. That could be all the top wick we get for gold. I mean the bottom wick. That could be all the bottom wick it wants to give. I don't see it though, man. Come on, gold. Didn't even feel the gap. Where were you looking to get in, Shade? Looks like GJ might be holding at this broken support. Might be a break and retest for real. See if it comes back down. Oh, NAS is gonna blast off. Go NAS. And gold, I don't know what gold's trying to do, man. Gold's taking his time about it though, I know that much. Is that a retest of Asian lows as well? Oh no. How was that? Yeah, man, gold. I'm a chill on gold today. I don't know what gold's doing here. I don't have any entries anyway. Like, obviously the better entries would have been way higher up. Of course, would have been way higher up. You know, would have been up here, this resistance, or even breaking the 4-hour low. Would have been good, but ooh, we rejecting Asian highs. Yes, we are. I still think gold comes down. I still feel gold. I think we're just reacting to the daily flip, but I mean, we have such a clean range, and we have this gap. I think gold comes down to at least 44.33. 44.33. Yeah, I like that area down here. I like it. Give me that support right there. Boom. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Drop a bit more. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do. I don't think I'll get into it though. Honestly, I don't think I'll be able to get into it. NAS don't look good, but it did tap into its 4-hour resistance, so maybe that's where it was heading for. Respect it and then drop back down. GJ broke that previous 30-minute low, although it has broken the high. But I like pound yen coming back down. You know, it's retraced some of this drop. It's pushed up. Re-break the daily lows, come back down, maybe. Four-hour create a lower high. Barely have a 4-hour bottom wick, so yeah, I like the sells. I like it. I like it. Gold is playing games. I can't believe that's all it did to come down for this wick though. Oh man. What's NAS doing? Oof. NAS is really playing this Asian range. yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. But yeah, I think gold, I do think gold comes back a little bit more. I do think it comes back just a little bit more. Fill this gap. Need a, you know, fill this gap a bit with a candle, with a body, a candle body. I think we fill this gap. We push down and then maybe push back up into the Asian range, but I think we come down a bit. NAS, I don't know what NAS is doing. It's tapped into this 4-hour resistance, so maybe it does continue to sell, but this 4-hour candle is not looking good at the moment. And GJ looks like it might come back down to the lows, maybe back down to Asian lows, or at least a retest of this resistance. So we've had a break, retest, but then this is also a break and retest. So GJ, I think GJ comes back down. We've already broken yesterday's low. I think we get a bit of a pullback from these highs on pound yen. 4-hour creates a lower high, and yeah, we drop a bit. So that's what I'm looking for on pound yen. I wasn't looking to trade it, but it looks okay. It doesn't look bad. But yeah, guys, have a good Christmas. No stream tomorrow or Christmas, obviously. I'll probably drop a message in the Discord anyway. And yeah, I will see you guys most likely on Friday, if Christmas isn't too messy. Hopefully it's a quiet one this year with the fam, but you never know. But yeah, peace out, guys. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in a couple days on the other side. Alright, guys, peace.